Just briefly, I wanted to give everybody a heads up. I'm going to do a test. This is a test run right now. I'm going to be doing a live segment tomorrow, Monday, and that's going to be at 2 p.m. If anybody is interested in sampling the emotion code, body code, and releasing trapped emotions from your system. So this is what this is all about. If you're feeling like you have pain in your hips or from walking too much, if you have anxiety over the smallest, tiniest things, or if you have pains in your knees, you're not alone. There's a lot and more. There's a lot of things that people have and experience. And the reason for that is trauma or challenges. So most of the emotional frequencies get stuck in our systems from traumas and from challenges that we experience in life. And they have their own signature frequency. So with time, they become heavy. That's why the emotion code, the body code really helps. Now, I have just worked and helped so many people, including animals. It's crazy. That's why I'm here. I'm here to offer anybody that wants to just step up and try it. If you're having any pain, I'll just check your system to see if you have any trapped emotions stuck there. Now, trapped emotions are the size of a fist, believe it or not. That's one. That's just one trapped emotion. So, okay, there's somebody jumped in. Hi. So there's somebody here. Let's see. Okay. Uh, okay. And message. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, can you see me, Susan? Susan has jumped in. Can you see me? Can you hear me? I'm right here with you, and I'm going to work with you. I'm just going to give a quick dissertation here about what this is all about. It's designed really to help alleviate. Oh, okay, good. She can hear me. Okay. And your pain is about a 6. Okay, and the pain is where, Susan, so that we can tell our viewing audience. And in the meantime, I'm going to just keep going. But what it does is this work is designed to help alleviate physical pain, emotional wounds, by identifying and correcting it, by going to the root cause. It's amazing. Lumbar area. Okay, she's having pain in the lumbar back. It's a level 6. And I tell everybody, if you're going to come to me, give me a gauge. What's the pain level on a scale of 1 to 10? 10 is the worst. Oh my God, take me to the hospital. It's hurting me. So hers is a 6, so that's not good. So anytime somebody has an emotional experience in life that was very traumatic or challenging to experience, the emotion isn't always fully processed. And that's what becomes trapped in the body and causes inflammation, physical pain, also reoccurring emotional distress like depression, anxiety, and a whole lot more. So it's for that reason I'm doing this. I mean, I do this often on Facebook. Now I'm jumping in and I'm going to offer it to people more regularly and do this on YouTube. So let me explain something. Energy has a vibration, and this includes organs and glands of our bodies. They have a signature frequency all their own. So when we have emotions that come in that get trapped because we couldn't process them, and I'll show you the chart. This is what the chart looks like that we use. And there's 60 here. Okay, so in this column, that's column A, this column B, and then these are all the organs and glands right here. So there's 60 low vibration emotions that we work with. I'll just give you a handful here. Anxiety, despair, grief. We all experience grief. You know, we lose our parents, we lose a child, a pet. Pet is part of the family. That is going to give you grief. Panic, resentment, guilt, anger, overwhelm, feelings of unworthy. And there's a host of more. That's only a few. There's 60 that we work with. So, yeah, so I did say emotions. They have a frequency and they're lower vibration than our organs and glands. So when we have those stuck in the body, this causes the system. And I am teaching this, yes, and I do teach muscle testing. Susan asked a very good question. Yes, I do teach muscle testing so that people can go to the grocery store, for example, or to the health food store, and you're looking for a product. Just because something is organic, just to give you an example, isn't always what the body wants or needs. Now, I thought, oh, this is great. This is an organic product. I'm going to use this. I'm going to try this. And I was buying, let me try to think of the name here. It's a squash, zucchini. I was buying zucchini squash, and I'm thinking, this is great. I'm getting more and more healthy. So I muscle tested it one night because I just kept having a stomach ache, sour stomach. Then it would end up giving me diarrhea. And I'm like, what is going on? So I tested, not thinking, is this vegetable that I'm eating, and I'm doing muscle testing. This is how I do muscle testing. This is just one of the positions I teach. This is a yes answer. This is a no answer. Okay, when I do muscle testing. So I'm asking, is this squash, this type, is this good for my system? I was so shocked. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my God, why didn't I think to check this when I was in the store? So I go to no. So no wonder my stomach was all upset. I was getting diarrhea. It was awful. So guess what I stopped buying? So just because something is organic doesn't necessarily mean your body wants it or vibrates at the same frequency that it vibrates at, or that it's even good for your system. Coconut is another thing I can't have, and I love coconut. Can't have it. Doesn't resonate with my vibration, so my system gets a little bit up in knots. So I test everything. So that's why, yes, in answer to Susan's great question, I do teach muscle testing so that people can purchase products that are good for them, and you're not spending your money on things that aren't good for you. So this brings me to all kinds of issues that people can have in their systems. Liver, okay, when we have a lot of trapped emotions in the body, liver issues, heart disease, stomach ulcers, diabetes, hernias, kidney stones, cancer, diverticulitis, gall bladder, thyroid, knees, hips, you name it, etc. There's a list this long, okay? And in some cases, the need for replacement parts comes into play if we let it go too long. Gallbladder. I've got many clients that have had their gallbladders removed and their thyroids removed. But you can also have knees removed, replaced knees, replaced hips. It's crazy. I work on people and animals across the globe, and it works. It's all remote work. This is quantum physics. You do not need to be in the presence of a practitioner for this to work. We're just moving energy from one place to another. It's awesome. So, releasing trapped emotions, you experience well-being, even your perception shifts. It's your whole body that shifts. It's not just one area. Everything shifts. And you can better handle stressful situations without feeling overwhelmed. It's wonderful. So if you're ready to let go of your hurts, your heavy emotions that you may be dragging around with you, this is a good way to sample the emotion code. It's just releasing trapped emotions in your body. I'll leave you with this, and then I'm going to work with my little friend Susan that just jumped in. I worked on a gentleman a week ago, and he had his so much pain, and he was waking in the middle of the night every 30 to 45 minutes. He was getting no sleep, no rest. And this was going on now for a couple months. And he didn't think this work would help because I've been working with him for a little while on other things. So again, that's the new paradigm coming in. This is not allopathic medicine. This is energetic medicine, okay? Energy medicine is different than allopathic. Allopathic, they're only trained in radiation, surgery, and prescription drugs. That's all they're trained in, okay? And that's nurses, doctors, therapists. Energy medicine practitioners go to the root cause, and we look deep into the body with the emotion code body code system and find what is that root issue triggering a person to have pain somewhere in their body. Okay, so if you're ready to release that hurt, here we go. So Susan is up. Okay, so I wrote this down. She's having the lumbar area pain level 6 pain right now. So let's just ask. I'm going to tune into her system because she's given me permission to work on her system because she's here live. So I'm going to ask permission with my spirit team. I work with a spirit team. I'm clairaudient and I work with a spirit team. And I'm asking permission with your help to connect with Susan's subconscious higher self lovingly. And that's how we get our information, is connecting with your subconscious. Once we do that, my ego and your ego step out. Okay? We're one being at that point in time, and I am you. All right? And that's where all the information comes from, because your subconscious knows everything that ever happened to you, everything you experienced in your life, and that's what we're connecting with, and that's what's giving us the information. Not me. I'm getting it directly from you. So let's tune into Susan. So I'm asking permission to connect now to her subconscious higher self, lovingly, connecting, connected. That's a yes. We have baseline connection now. So I'm going to ask, did we get baseline connection with Susan? Okay, so we have connection to her subconscious. My ego's out, hers is out, and I'm going to have a little bit of my water here, just to keep me hydrated, and Susan do the same. So I'm going to ask, does she have trapped emotion in her lower back? I'm getting a yes. Okay, so let's just ask, just to give us a little information. It may not be an exact, but how many trapped emotions does she have in her lower back lumbar area that's causing her all this pain? Does she have more than 5, more than 10? More than 20? Okay, so we're going to stop at 20, because if it's going to go more than that, we're just going to keep going. All right, so she's got quite a lot going on in her back, especially if she's got pain level of 10 on a scale of 1 to 10. That's not good. Level 6 is not good. So let's begin. Where are we going? We're going to be using the chart, and it's right in front of me. Where are we going as we use this chart now to find which column that we need to go to, and then which one of these is stuck? Okay, so let's just start. So where are we going now that we have connection with Susan? Is it in column A, column B? Okay, so we're going to ask, now that we've got the column, we want to know what row. So we're going to ask, is it row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Wherever it shows up, that's where we're going to go. Okay, so I will show you the chart again when we find it. So we're in column B. Where are we going? Is it 3? So we're going to B3, just so that you can see that. Okay, so there's B right here. And then we're going to go to 3 right here. Let me just hold it this way. So these are the 5 trapped emotions that we're going to be asking about, okay? Because that's where her subconscious sent us. So B3, is it confusion, defensiveness, grief? There's grief trapped in her field. So let's just find out some information about where she got this. Susan, how old are you? So we can kind of get an idea of when you picked this up, sweetheart. If you don't mind leaving that. That would be great. And we'll ask, is this prenatal? No. Is this preconception? No. Okay. Okay, very good. Just so we have an idea, so we know where we're going. Okay. Natal, preconception? No. So let's just find out when. Okay, so she's 61. Let's find out when. It's just something she picked up between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10, 15. 13. She picked it up at age 13. Now, a person may or may not remember what took place back then. That's okay. You don't have to. That's not the job of the conscious mind. Sometimes we do. The conscious mind is the traffic cop. It just directs us during our everyday life. So, I mean, I'm lucky if I remember what I did a month ago. So, if I tell my clients kiddingly, oh, good, she does remember. That's awesome. But if you don't, I tell my clients, do not beat yourself up, because it's not necessary for you to remember that, okay? So she does remember. That's awesome. It was something that happened on her birthday. Oh, sad. And it's not meant to bring the emotion back. It's just meant to, by giving you that timeline, to release it. That's all, just so that you know when it took place. So do we need more information? No, I'm getting a no. So let's release it. Now we're going to use the governing meridian. It starts here, goes up over the crown and down the full length of the back. Now we can either use a magnet, because magnets are very powerful carriers of intention. So now that we know what it is, it's grief, we're going to set the intention to release that from her body. What we're doing is we're actually extracting that from her system. So we can either use a magnet, because they're very powerful, or your fingertips. I always use my fingertips. I haven't used a magnet in a long time, but for demonstration, I'll use this. So it's just 3 or 4 rolls. Sometimes I do 5. Up, over, and as far back as your arm will go, as long as you're in the governing meridian. I mean, you can just do the head as well, as long as you're in the governing meridian, okay? It's the largest one you have in your body, and that's why we use it. So it's 1. The intention is to release this. 1, 2, 3, 5. Have we successfully released grief from her system? We have. There's a yes, okay? So remember I told you this is a yes if it stays locked. This is a no. All right, so we released it. Let's keep going so we can pick up the pace in case somebody else jumps in. Column B, column A. Okay, we're going to go to column A this time. Row 1, 5. We're going to row 5. Okay, so let's just show you what the row looks like right here. Row 5. And these are the 5 trapped emotions that we're going to be asking about. Which one of these is stuck? Let's see. A5, blaming, dread, fear, horror, irritated. Now I've replaced the word peeved. That's the original word that was in there. I don't know, I'm just not comfortable with it. So I went with irritated. It's the same meaning. So irritated is what I'm picking up here. So when did she pick this up? Is this something she picked up between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10, 15. 13 again. Irritated. Okay, so do we need more information? No, let's release it. 1, 2. I'm going to use my fingertips this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Successfully released it. Okay, let's keep going. Column A, column B. Now we're going to B. Remember, we asked earlier approximately how many does she have. We got an approximate of at least 20. So we're going to just keep going. So we're in column B. Where are we going? And we can start at the bottom. It doesn't mean we have to start right at the top. See where it says 1 through 6? Once we find the column that we need to be in, we can start at the top. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Or is it 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Your subconscious doesn't care. So B, so where are we going? 6, 5, 4, 3. So we're going to B3 again. B3. Is it stubbornness, self-abuse, grief again? Now, you can have these in layers, and that's what this is. When they start to duplicate, that's showing you how wide and how many trapped emotions, the size of a fist now. Hold a fist in front of your face. That way you can see what I'm talking about. So far, she's got 3 trapped in her lower back, this size. That's a lot. The human body's not that big, and those are big. I worked on a gentleman last week, and I started to tell you this story. It was his urethra tubes that were pressed on. He had 65 trapped emotions at the pelvic area of the urethra tube. Okay, there's 2 in your body, 1 in the abdomen and 1 in the pelvic. He had 65 just at the pelvic. And that's why he kept waking. He also had some in the top area of the abdomen. So he had pressure from both of the urethra tubes pressing, creating that pressure. So he couldn't sleep at night and he kept having to urinate. Released it. It started to slow down. He was starting to sleep longer, 2 hours versus every 30 minutes waking up. And then it's starting to stretch out and get longer and longer and longer. And he's going to get back to me and let me know where it is this week. So I stay in touch with my clients so that they know that they have support for this. So as we continue, grief. Do we need more information? Let's release it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Successfully released? Yes. Let's keep going. Column A, column B. Okay, 1, 1, 1, 2. We're going to column 2. Is it low self-esteem, lack of control, hopeless? Wow. She could actually feel the pain start to diminish after the third emotion that we release. See how fast this works? It's incredible. That's why I say this gentleman that had 65 trapped emotions trapped at his urethra tube was already feeling tremendous relief from not being able to sleep. So it works that quickly. And some people, it's quicker than others. Some people need to process it a couple hours or a day, but it's quick. It processes very quickly. It just depends on how much trauma you have in your bodies, okay? And other trapped emotions. So B2. So where are we going? Low self-esteem, lack of control, hopeless, helpless, failure. Somewhere you felt, not that you are a failure, but somewhere in your life you had something that made you feel like you were a failure. Okay, let's see. When was this this took place? Is this something between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10 and 15, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 years old, baby girl. You were 8, something took place. Do we need more information? No, we're getting a no. We don't need really an explanation of what was going on unless the person wants one. Can we release it? Yes, let's release failure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Success? Yes, we go to yes. Column A, column B again. 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, we'll go back to 3. It was failure, baby girl. Yeah, failure. Yeah, we got it. So we're at B3 again. Is it confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse, stubbornness? I mean, who isn't stubborn? There's some things that we go through in life. We have to go through that. We have to go through all of these to get through living here. It's an experience. So stubbornness, let's see when she picked this up. Is this something she picked up between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40? 15 and 20, 10 and 15, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. She picked it up at age 14, stubbornness. Need more information? No. Let's release it. Lovingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Successful? Yes, we get a yes. Column A, column B. 6, 5, 4, 3 again. A lot here. Confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse. Now, let me just clue you in. Self-abuse can be something as simple as taking a back seat all the time and putting everybody else ahead of you. That's self-abuse. Okay, so self-abuse is not always a physical thing where you people cut themselves, that's abusing themselves, hit themselves. Oh my God, I'm not worth it. There's a lot of people that do physical things like that. It's not always about something physical. It can be something as simple as self-abuse. Let's see. When did she pick this up? So she's got self-abuse. Let's see when she picked this up. Between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10 and 15, 5 and 10, 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 years old, baby girl. Something happened at 5 and you just started to abuse yourself a little bit. Do we need more information? No. Let's release it lovingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Successful? Yes, we released it. Continuing, column A, column B. Column A, column B, yep. 1, 1, 1, 2. Failure, helpless, hopeless, lack of control. Something happened in life. It could be even your boss. You had lack of control over what happened at work. So it's not always family stuff, but can be. As we continue, when did she pick this up? This is something between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10 and 15, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, number 8. Ooh. She knows what I'm talking about. Again, we don't always, so don't beat yourself up is what I tell my clients. Some people remember, some don't. So age 8 is when she picked up lack of control. Do we need more information? Let's release it lovingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Released it? Yes. Sometimes I go more than 5. Sometimes I only do 3 or 4. Whatever I'm in the mood for. Okay, so as we continue, column B, column A. 3, A3. Crying, discouragement, rejection, sadness. There's some sadness here. When did she pick this up? Between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10, 15, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, age 15, sadness. Do we need more information? Let's release it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Success. We released it. Column A. 6, 5, 4. Okay, A4, anger, bitterness, guilt, hatred, resentment. Okay. Remember, I told you all there's 60 that we work with. So let's find out when she picked this up. Is this something she picked up between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10 and 15, 5 and 10, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going slow so that you can kind of see how this works, okay? I don't want to go too fast for you. So do we need more information? No. Let's release it lovingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Successful. We've released it. Column B, column A. 1, 1, 1, 3. We're at 3 again. Sorrow, sadness, rejection, discouragement we got here, okay? And let's just see when she picked this up. Is this something she picked up between 50 and 51? I'm sorry, 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10 and 15, 14. Okay, do we need more information here? No, let's release it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Success. Continue. Column B, column A. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, we're at A2. Worry, nervousness, disgust, despair, anxiety. Okay, many people have that. That's almost common day nowadays. Anxiety, let's find out when she picked this up. Is this between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's a lock. 19. Do we need more information? No. Let's release it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Success. Okay, we got a yes. We got a lock. Continue. Column A. 6, 5, 3. Okay, sorrow, sadness, rejection. We got a lock. Okay, let's see when she picked it up. Between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 5 and 10, 5, 6, 7. Age 7. Do we need more information? Let's release it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Successful. Yeah. Continue. Column B, column A. Let's keep going. 1, 2. Okay. Anxiety, despair, disgust, nervousness, worry. Okay. Let's find out when she picked it up. Between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10 and 15. 13 is a lock. Okay. Do we need more information here? No, let's release it lovingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Successful. There's a lock. Continue. Column A, column B. I'm going to go a little bit faster. Okay. Column B. Just so that we can get to at least 20, and then I'll slow down. Okay, so now you kind of know what I'm doing. I'm going to just move right along here so we can at least get to 20 of these. Okay, so we're in column B. 5. We're at B5. Supported. Okay, so let's just see when she picked this up. Between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10, 5, 6, 7, 8. Age 8. Do we need more information? No. Let's release it lovingly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Successful? Yes. Column B. 3. B3. Confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse. Another layer. So you can see how this can be really heavy in one area, because you're not going to have just singles, just one of each of these. You can have duplicates of these. So you could have like the gentleman that I worked on the other day that had 65 at his urethra. He had 65 layers, but he only had like 36 singular. Okay. So of those 36, they duplicated 65 times. That's what we're talking about when we say layering. They duplicate. Some of them duplicate, like we're just finding here. So self-abuse. We don't need to ask the age. If we're getting another one, we don't have to ask the age. Like the grief we got already once. We don't have to ask the age again because it's already in her body. Okay? Let's continue. Do we need more information? Let's release it. 1, 2, 5. Success. Continue. B. 2, 3, 4, 5. Conflict, creative insecurity, terror, unsupported, wishy-washy, something she was wishy-washy about. Okay, let's just find out when she picked this up. Is this something she picked up between 50, 61, 40, 50, 30, 40, 20, 30, 15, 20, 10, 15, 8, age 8. Need more information? No. Let's release it. 2, 3, 4. Successful? Yes. Column A. We're at 5. Irritated, horror, fear, dread. Something she picked up. She picked up dread. Something was really not fun for her. As we continue, where did she pick this up? What age? Between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10 and 15, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got a lock. We need more information here? No, let's release it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Successful? Okay. Column A. 3. Here we go. Sorrow, sadness, rejection, discouragement. And let me just see if we picked that up once already. We did. Okay, so we don't need to get an age for that. Do we need more information? Let's release it. 1, 5. Successful? Yes. Let's just see how many we picked up so far. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 18 already. So let's just keep going. Does she still have more trapped emotion at her low back lumbar area to be released? Yes, they're surfacing is what's happening. And that's why she's in pain. Because once it surfaces, it wants out. Otherwise, we're all going to be in a lot of pain. So let's continue. Column A, column B. Okay, I got a piece of paper here. I'll show you the results at the end, guys. Column B, 1, 3. Okay. Wow, and you thought you had a happy childhood. It does go to show you how emotions affect us. And I tell my clients all the time when I'm doing lectures, we pick these up in childhood and we take them, we drag them into our adult life. And this, honestly, I'm telling you, this is just an amazing tool. It works so efficiently. Trapped emotions, honestly, are far more abundant than any other type of imbalance found in the human body, like because they have their own signature frequency vibration. It's the only one. And the emotion code, body code, this is patented. They're the only ones that do this, including a heart wall. They're the only ones that know how to find and release a heart wall, tear it down and release it. That's a field around your heart. The aura you've all heard of, and I'm going to just do this quickly. There's an aura around the whole body, okay? It's 6 feet wide all the way around you. Well, the heart has a field of energy of its own. It's 12 feet wide. It's double. And in that, we can create a heart wall if we went through something very traumatic, especially as a child. Let's say your parents got divorced and you were 5 years old, 7 years old, 10 years old. That's crushing to a child. We're not equipped yet for that kind of emotion. The parents leave, the kid is scared. Where are we going? What's going to happen to us? Oh my God, tons of fear. The subconscious automatically sets up a heart wall. And the way it does that is it shaves a little bit of energy off of trapped emotions that's already in your body elsewhere and drags it up to that field of energy around your heart and starts to make a wall with those frequencies. Okay. We can have as many as 365 trapped emotions in our bodies at any given time. 365. It's crazy. So that's why I say the subconscious is stealing, shaving from what's already in your body. And this is from day one. When you take your first breath, you can start grabbing them then. You can have them in utero. Whatever the mother is going through, the child is going to pick up. Okay? If the parents went through a divorce while she was pregnant, if she was an alcoholic, if she was a druggie, guess who's getting it? The child. Okay, let's keep going. Because we love this work, it's incredible. I'm telling you, I work 6 days a week, pretty much lately, round the clock. It's insane. I don't even know how I'm doing it some days. But you know what? You have to love your work. You have to love what you're doing. And it just shows because I'm just super crazy busy. All right, so we're at B3. What is the trapped emotion we're looking for? Stubbornness, self-abuse, grief, defensiveness, confusion. Okay, let's find out when she picked this up. 50 to 61, 40 to 50, 30 to 40, 20 to 30, 15 to 20, 10 to 15, 13, age 13. We need more information? No, let's release it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Successful? Yes. Column A, column B. 6, 5, 4, 3. Again, stubbornness, self-abuse, grief. Another layer. You see what I'm talking about here now? Another layer of something that's already there. We already picked up earlier. Do we need more information? Let's release it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Success. Column A, column A, column B. 1, 1, 3. Again. A lot of layering here. Confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse, stubborn. Another layer of that. Do we need more information? No, let's release it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Success. Column A, column B. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 6. Pride, shame, shock, unworthy, worthless. Some things happened to you. It could have been with people. It could have been a bully in school. It's not always with family. It could have been a bully in school that made you feel worthless. Okay? Awful. Okay, so let's find out when she picked this up. Is this something she got between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10 and 15, 13. Okay, baby girl. Need more information? Let's release it. 2, 3, 4. Success. Column B. 4. Taken for granted. Panic, indecisive, frustration. Okay. Is this prenatal, preconception? Is this something that she picked up between 50 and 61, 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 15 and 20, 10 and 15, 12? She picked this up at 12. Do we need more information here? Let's release it. 1, 4. Success. Let's just see how many. 18, 23. We're over the 20, so let's just see how many more she's going to have here. Does she have we successfully released all trapped emotions surfacing in her body from the lumbar area? No. So give us an indication. How many more does she have? Does she have 5 more than that? 10 more than that? So she's got quite a lot. See why she's got a pain level of 6? She's got a lot trapped in there. Again, they're this size. That's a yucky size. That's just one trapped in one area. Let's keep going. Column B, column A. 1, 1, 1, 2. Worry, nervousness, despair. We haven't picked that up yet. Is this prenatal, preconception? Let's see when she picked it up. 50, 61, 40, 50, 30, 40, 20, 30, 15, 20, 10, 15, 12. Age 12, honey. Need more information? Let's release. 2, 3, 4. Success. Yes. Column A. 3. Sorrow, sadness, rejection, discouragement, crying. Now, this is very interesting. And I explain this a lot when I send and everybody gets a transcript when I work on someone. They get an emailed transcript of everything I did on you. And I always send this with a little description of crying. This is something that males need to see as well, because males, just like females, were pressed to suppress a lot of things, a lot of emotions, just like women were. There's a lot of things that women were suppressed and they couldn't do or show. Men were not allowed to show emotion of crying. So when we suppress that emotion, guess where that's going to go? Back inside and fester and create more junk in the trunk, so to speak, okay? Weighing you down heavily. So it just adds more layering to the body. So crying is important for any of you, male or female. If you're at a place where you're a little bit embarrassed, go in a restroom, go sit in the car, go for a walk. Get that out of your system. That needs to come out, okay? Crying. Let's find out when she picked this up. This is something she picked up between 1, 40, 50, 30, 40, 20, 30, 15, 20, 5, 6, 7, age 7, baby girl. Something was going on around you when you suppressed it is what happened. Needed to cry and you didn't. You know, you could have been in public, you could have been with a bunch of friends, and, you know, maybe they would have laughed at you or something, so you hid it. You suppressed it, you didn't cry, you didn't let it out, okay? Do we need more information? Let's release it. 2, 3, 4. Success. Keep going. Column B. 3. B3. Confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse, stubbornness. We've already got that, so we're going to keep going. Need more information? Let's release. 2, 3, 4. Success. Column A. 3. Crying, discouragement, rejection, sadness, sorrow. Let me see if I already grabbed that. I don't think so. No, that's not a repeat. Is this something she picked up between 50, 61, 40, 50, 30, 40, 20, 30, 15, 20, 10, 15, 5 and 10, 8. Do we need more information? Let's release. 2, 3, 4. Success. She have more trapped emotions surfacing here. Ooh, have we successfully released all the trapped emotion that was in her lumbar area, giving her a pain level of 6? We have. Hello, we released it all. Yay. Okay, let's see what we have. 18. 27. It was right. Okay, so let's see how, now that's the layering. Let's see how many singular there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 21. So you had 21 trapped emotions, and of those 21, several of them duplicated, ending up with 27 layers, okay? So that's what, 6? 6 of the trapped emotions that we picked up duplicated, okay? That's how you ended up with layering, 27 layers. So let's just ask, are you feeling anything? You may not instantaneously, although you did already, let me know. After the third one, you already felt some relief. Yeah, you're welcome, honey bunny. So you think the pain level is less than 6 on a scale of 1 to 10? It was at a 6. What do you think the pain level is right now if you were to gauge it from 1 to 6? Did it drop any? If it hasn't dropped yet, it will within the hour or two, and it'll continue to drop after that. If you can gauge it, if you can't, if you notice there's a shift in your body, I don't feel so much pain, you know, it might be a this or it might be a that. And if you don't, I know you said you felt something shift in your body after the third trapped emotion release, but you may not know a timeline. She's telling us, hooray! I would say it's a 3 now. So that's awesome. It went from a 6 to a 3. So it dropped to half. And it's going to continue to drop as the night wears on into tomorrow. It may be gone completely by tomorrow, like the other gentleman I worked on that had 65. All right. So let me just ask, is there any other area, maybe in her low back lumbar area, that there's a root cause that we need to look into further, deeper? No, nope. So it was just the trapped emotion causing that pain, sweetheart. So I'm glad you stepped up. I'm super happy to see you here. And if anybody has any questions, leave a comment underneath this at the end of this segment, because I only wanted to do a test run today. If anybody else wants to step up, I'll be here for a couple more minutes, but I will be here tomorrow, 2 p.m. So if any of you are here watching and you know somebody that could benefit from this, oh, thank you, my dear. Thank you so much. And you're very welcome. I'm glad you stepped up. So I will be here tomorrow at 2 p.m. This was just a trial run, just to show people what this is all about. So if you want to try it, I'll be back. All right. So in the meantime, I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Enjoy the evening. Enjoy the sunshine. It's beautiful out. And take care, everyone. I will see you again. Bye for now.